Welcome back to Two Wheel Trends, your go-to channel for everything bikes, where we bring you the latest, greatest, and sometimes the quirkiest motorcycles on the market. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated bikes of 2025, the Triumph Scrambler 400X. This bike has been generating a lot of buzz lately, and it's not hard to see why. Whether you're a seasoned scrambler rider or someone looking for a versatile bike that can handle both the streets and some light off-road, this could be just the bike for you. But is it worth the hype? In this detailed review, we're going to take you through everything you need to know about the 2025 Triumph Scrambler 400X. We'll talk about its design, the heart of the bike, the engine, its performance, and of course, the price tag. So stick around until the end because this is going to be an exciting deep dive into a bike that's perfect for both the urban jungle and the rugged terrain. Alright, enough of the intro. Let's get straight into it. As soon as you lay your eyes on the Triumph Scrambler 400X, you know you're looking at a bike that's a mix of retro cool and modern capability. From the front, it carries the unmistakable DNA of the Scrambler line. The circular headlight is framed with a sleek LED ring that gives the bike a modern touch while still retaining that vintage look Triumph is known for. The headlight itself is bright, ensuring that you have plenty of visibility, whether you're cruising at night in the city or cutting through back roads. The handlebars are wide and slightly raised, giving you that classic scrambler stance, perfect for both comfort and control. It's got a minimalist fly screen above the headlamp, and the front fender is high-mounted, staying true to the Scrambler's rugged heritage. The front fork comes with rubber gaiters, which not only look cool but also help protect your suspension when you're kicking up dust on the trails. Everything about the front design screams functional beauty. It's clear that Triumph wanted to make this bike tough, but also stylish. Moving to the side profile, this is where the Scrambler 400X really shows off its rugged yet refined look. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank holds 13 liters, which should be more than enough for a decent ride out in the countryside or a day of commuting. The tank design feels classic with bold Triumph badging, but the color schemes bring a modern touch. Depending on the variant you pick, you can get options like matte finishes or two-tone paint jobs, making the bike as stylish as it is functional. The high-mounted exhaust pipes on the right side are another nod to its Scrambler roots. They're not just for show. These pipes are positioned high to avoid obstacles and debris when you're off-roading. And, of course, the exhaust note. It's a beautiful, throaty sound. Not too loud, but it's got just the right amount of grunt, making sure you'll turn heads every time you twist the throttle. The seat is another thing worth mentioning. It's a one-piece, bench-style seat that looks slim but is surprisingly comfortable. Whether you're riding solo or with the pillion, the seat feels plush and supportive. The ground clearance is solid too, coming in at around 150 millimeters, giving you enough confidence to tackle gravel roads or even a few light trails. Moving to the rear, the Scrambler 400X continues to impress. You've got a minimalist approach here, with a sleek tail lamp that incorporates LED technology. It's compact but bright enough to make sure you're seen, even in poor visibility conditions. The rear fender is short and high, once again keeping in line with the Scrambler aesthetic, and it looks functional for keeping dirt and mud off your back when you venture off-road. The rear suspension is equipped with a preload adjustable manual shock, ensuring you can dial in the settings whether you're taking it easy on the tarmac or hitting some rougher trails. The spoke wheels are also a great touch. They add to the rugged appeal while still being lightweight enough for performance-focused riding. One thing you'll definitely appreciate is the overall symmetry and balance of the bike. From the back, the high-mount exhaust on one side and the clean lines of the swing arm on the other make for a well-proportioned look. The Scrambler 400X has an unmistakable stance that feels both muscular and agile. Now let's talk about what really makes the 2025 Triumph Scrambler 400X a scrambler with the engine. It's powered by a 398cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine. Now, you might be thinking, 398cc? That doesn't sound like much, but let me tell you, this engine punches well above its weight class. Triumph has tuned this bike to deliver the perfect balance of power and torque, which makes it an ideal machine for both urban riding and light off-road excursions. The engine delivers around 40 horsepower and 37 Nm of torque. Now, this might not sound like the numbers you'd see in bigger adventure bikes, but it's perfect for the Scrambler 400X's intended purpose. You get enough low and grunt to make the bike feel lively when you're darting through traffic or navigating tight, winding trails, but it's also smooth enough that it won't overwhelm beginner riders or feel twitchy in more technical off-road sections. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which shifts smoothly and offers enough range to keep you comfortable whether you're in the city or cruising down a highway. One cool feature about the transmission is that it comes with the slip assist clutch, which is a nice touch, especially for newer riders. This means that even under hard downshifting, you won't feel that rear wheel chatter, and the clutch action is super light. So, how does all of this translate into performance? Well, the Scrambler 400X isn't a bike that's going to break land speed records, but it's not meant to. What it does exceptionally well is offer a fun, agile, and confidence-inspiring ride. Around town, the bike feels nimble and responsive. The wide handlebars give you excellent leverage, making tight turns and quick lane changes feel effortless. The bike weighs around 179 kilograms, dry, so it's light enough that you can throw it around with ease, but it's still got enough heft to feel planted and stable on faster roads. The suspension setup is where this bike really shines, with long travel forks up front and that preload adjustable monoshock in the rear. The Scrambler 400X can handle a variety of terrain without breaking a sweat. Whether you're going over potholes in the city or riding on gravel roads, the bike absorbs bumps beautifully. It's not a full-blown off-road bike by any means, but for light off-road duties, it's more than capable. Braking is handled by disc brakes at both ends, with a 300mm disc up front and a 230mm disc in the rear, paired with dual-channel ABS. The brakes have great feedback and stopping power, giving you confidence when you need to come to a stop quickly, whether you're on the road or off. One thing you'll notice while riding is how composed the bike feels at various speeds. The Scrambler 400X is more than happy to cruise along at 100 km/h on the highway without feeling like it's straining. The wind protection from that small fly screen is minimal, so long highway rides might get tiring after a while, but this bike is much more at home in mixed environments where you're taking both paved and unpaved roads. The fuel economy is another big plus here. Thanks to the 398cc engine's efficiency, you can expect to get anywhere between 75–85 miles per gallon, depending on how you ride. This gives the bike an impressive range for longer rides, so you won't find yourself constantly needing to stop for fuel. Now, let's talk about the price. Triumph has positioned the Scrambler 400X to be accessible to a wide range of riders, including those who are looking to step up from smaller displacement bikes or even first-time buyers looking for something fun, stylish, and versatile. The starting price is expected to be around $7,000. For the features, build quality, and heritage you're getting, it feels like a good deal. Triumph has done an excellent job making sure that the Scrambler 400X feels premium without pricing it out of reach for most riders. There will be some customization options available too, as is typical with Triumph. Whether you want to go for different color schemes, add performance parts, or kit it out with some adventure accessories, Triumph will offer plenty of ways to make the bike your own. So, that's the 2025 Triumph Scrambler 400X in a nutshell. It's a bike that manages to balance modern features with retro aesthetics, offering a fantastic option for riders who want something versatile, stylish, and capable of handling a variety of terrains. It's not the most powerful bike out there, but what it lacks in brute force, it more than makes up for in agility, comfort, and usability. Whether you're a commuter looking for a daily rider that's a bit more rugged, or you're an enthusiast wanting something you can take out on the weekends for a little adventure, the Scrambler 400X is well worth a look. If you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Two Wheel Trends for more in-depth reviews and the latest news from the world of motorcycles.